1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Baxter. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Rocky. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Got it in the middle, it's Simon. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Horton. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, and some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Haas. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
Just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score.
Let me know. You up 9 a.m. watching. Let me know.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
Coffee might be bitter over this bitch already did that.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Mayava. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Quick completion to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense fakes a 3rd down stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! And the extra point makes it 14-3.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the...
It's a running room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Owens. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a XXL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on it.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. to the air on first down. Steps away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
To the air, it's Mayava. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Direct snap. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target to the left. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty...
The ball squirts free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Right on the money. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to get there to move the sticks. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game.
Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. And oh man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from it. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Here comes the Texas offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They're going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he's coming out the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
This offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a non-profit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's and schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Now improvising. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything... can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders. Barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Quick step and go. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Scrambling away. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this
He got in
defense
the game,
containing
got
this
hurt
guy because he's got
immediately.
that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Takes his shot. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage. They stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a third and long. There he goes. Coming up for the first down. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Finds a little space. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Sooners are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Slams it ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And that's what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Barrels ahead. And this defense defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. They're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. At the 35, he's loose. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in